our mind attracts what we want to us. See, once you see your wife as a cheater, your wife will cheat again.
True.
Whether you like it or not. And the same thing with the man.
Yeah. Try to give, you see, for women, they love reassurance.
Yeah.
Reassure
exactly.
a woman and be honest about it. If you cannot be, if you know that you can't do it, tell her you can't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to another section of the Room 69 podcast. Of course, we are here again. You know what the Room 69 podcast represents. This is where we talk, meet your sexual wellness. And today we'll be bringing you another banger of a discussion and topic. Okay, we'll be talking about trust this time. Now, let me turn to my delectable colleagues who are going to make it make sense. You know, trust is very essential in relationship and in what?
Marriage.
Yeah.
Anytime they talk this, you need balance, and because
Of course.
you get some like my oga we did there,
Yeah.
marriage, you,
Almost.
semi-marriage, me, soon.
Soon.
Coming soon.
5 years ago, soon.
Which 5 years ago? I rebuke it.
Amen. Amen.
Soon to be found.
Okay. So trust is something very essential, you know, and very important. We see situations whereby, you know, our previous topic, you can go out and, you know, check. We did something on divorce. So you can resonate with this one.
Yeah.
Our previous topic, we talked about divorce and all that. Now, just by way of extension, an extension of that one, want to say that if maybe this divorce has happened,
Okay.
and let's say one of the partners, something happened very terrible, and let's say one of the partner cheated.
Okay.
Like you had this trust for yourself and all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, all lovey-dovey, everything was going fine. And then something just happened. Let's say, for example, you and Mr. Barry. And then let's say you cheated on Mr. Barry.
No, Mr. Barry, I go
The way
cheat.
we
No,
they
no,
give
no.
example, you try and be.
Women, their own, they turn upside down most times.
You know
So start
me,
with man.
Now just example.
I don't like the example.
Wait.
Let's say you cheated on Mr. Barry. You're in a very good relationship. In fact, your relationship is enviable. People look at it and be like, this is what I want to have.
Oh,
Or
shit.
your marriage is the. So this thing happened.
Yeah.
And then there is what? A bridge of what? Trust.
Yes.
Of course.
And then because of this, it creates a separation between the both of you.
Yeah.
For sometimes you just want to give this claim, like, let's just stay on our own fence. Then coming back, don't forget what has been bridged is what? Trust you.
Yeah.
Coming back, there need to be calculated effort instilled by the both of you to build what? That
That
trust
trust,
back. We know how complex and difficult that can be.
Yeah.
Because first, Mr. Barry will not have that trust on you again. And you, in your end, there is something that will be happening. You'll be like, what if he should, you know, get back at me?
Okay.
A reprisal, a revenge.
Yeah.
What if this should happen? You still love him. You get, but what if this should happen? I too will not do what? Trust. So the both of those things will be running in your mind. Now, for others, so that we can help people out there, because that's the essence for Room 69 podcast, to provide solution to some of these societal problems that borders on marriage or relationship. So if any of these things should happen, what can you suggest? A lot of homes are, what can you suggest? What do you think can be the steps to bringing these things back? Like, for example, it is alleged, I don't know, you know, AY, you know, got separated with the wife and all of that. We don't know if he cheated. We don't know if it was the wife who cheated on AY as well. You get, but one thing I know there is that trust has been breached.
Exactly.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And they're coming back. We know it can never remain the same.
Of course.
A lot
obviously.
of homes are going through this. A lot of relationships are suffering these things. Please let us answer. What can we do to remedy the situation? How can they build trust again?
First and foremost, building trust is not easy. Like in the beginning of every relationship, it's a very delicate stuff that you're building. So the moment you lose it, to be very honest, you can never get it 100%.
Yeah.
So, and you ask, what can we do?
Yes.
You can only be patient. Yes, you need to be patient. And also, if sincerity is coming from the other end, you can't tell me you use Mr. Barry and I as examples. Let's assume Mr. Barry 9 cheats, not me.
Yeah.
And then I caught Mr. Barry, and of course he's apologizing because he was caught, not because he's sincere about it. And then oh, I'm so sorry, I'll never do this. You're my world, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, fine. Let me give this a try, probably because of the kind of love, or let it not be like, the Bible tells you 70 times 70. And so you accept the first time. You will keep on suspecting him till he proves that your suspicion is wrong.
Yeah.
And he has now decided to change. But whereby he doesn't prove your suspicion wrong, trust is broken and dead. So you only need to give it time. And from the end of the other partner, is the partner willing to rebuild that trust again? Because two have to work together. And in working together, they need to agree. So number one, there should be patience on your own end. It will never be magical. You'll be peeping, snooping around the phone. If you're crazy enough, you can have someone or even yourself follow the person, which is actually very stupid. But it's that thing where you just need patience to rebuild. But sometimes what is broken is broken.
I think just to add to it,
yeah,
from another angle, you cannot solve anything from the top.
Okay.
For you to solve any relational problems or any emotional issue, you must go to how you all started, to the root. All right. Okay. If you really want to solve that problem, this is from my own understanding, from my own little experience. You see, trust, like she rightly said, is one thing that once is out of relationship became a problem. And when both of you start to come back, like you painted, okay, we'll be separated, we go our separate ways, but now we didn't even fit to come back and we're going to restart everything again. Okay, first thing first, you must understand that right now, for coming back, the problem is not about the person. I cheated. You said, okay, let me come back, let's move on something. It's not about how I'm able to deliberately try my best to make sure I make amends or maybe I appeal to what I've done. Because the truth is that if your mind is not right, no matter what I do, you won't say it.
Yeah.
Everything will look as if it's just a camouflage or you just try to do this and that, you understand? So first thing first, in resolving this issue, you have to first understand that I am not the problem. My husband is not the problem. The problem is the problem. All right? And what is the problem? How to bring back the trust.
Yes.
All right? So it's not a one-person thing. It's what two of us has to intentionally do it, but just that we're going to do it from different angle. Why the man is trying his best to make sure that, okay, I prove to my wife that I'm a changed person. I'm not all of that again. The woman to also have to consistent and intentionally work on her heart because she is the receiving end. Do you understand? No matter how good a gift I'm giving you, if you're not willing to accept, that gift is just be a trash. All right? So you must have to work on your mind. You have to understand that it's not about what I did yesterday. There are possibilities that truly this guy has changed. So begin to activate that change in your mind first so that whatever this man is doing, it will verify what is already in your heart.
Yeah.
Okay? So that, yes, he's human. He might still make the mistake because if you're actually expecting him, that because say you said that, okay, I'll make it up to you, I'm not going to make mistake, that you're living in, that's not reality. The reality is that no matter how, he still make mistakes. In fact, you can still check his phone and see find that. Let me just remind you something. There was a time that I have issue, personal experience. I have issue with my wife and she was like, this person, this girl, whatever. I said, okay, fine. Let that one go. I'll not talk to the person again and all of that. It's not that I cheated. No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, okay, she's suspected. Okay, let me just clear the air. She suspected that, okay, I'm doing this with this person. I said, okay, fine, see. All you've seen, all you saw is clear evidence that you can actually lead to something. But since now that you have seen it, okay, out of respect for you, for this, okay, I'm off. But at the end of the day, what happens is that one way or the other, she was like, I hope you're not still chatting with this person. Yes. Then at the end of the day, so what am I trying to say? There are possibilities that even the person will still chat you, must still send message. So if you not see a message, from that message,
you need to block them.
Necessarily, if you have to block, I'm fine. If you don't have to block it, all I'm trying to say is this. At the end of the day, it depends on your mindset. If you really want to build the trust with me again, you don't have to see me in that light of a cheater. You have to see me in the light of a transformative person that's willing to make future with you.
Like I always say, my pastor always say, if they point a hand like this one is pointing at you. So I'm also asking myself, let me contribute to that.
Yeah.
Building of trust first. I think I'll come from a different angle entirely from the both of you. First, building of trust, be it in relationship or in marriage, first has to do with the gravity of an offense. One.
True.
The second thing that has to come into play, let me elaborate on that a little. The gravity of an offense simply means that there is someone that if my partner hears that I knack, is different from hearing that I am chatting with the person.
Okay.
You get?
I agree.
Those are two different scenarios.
Yeah.
You get? The
Agreed.
second thing that has to come into play is what? Emotional maturity.
Yeah.
There are some persons that just by you chatting with the other person is a problem.
Yeah.
That person can never trust you again.
True.
Be like, this thing happened, I'm already suspecting you and all that. And then someone can just come. You can get married to a partner who can just come and look at your phone and be like, man, well, and they will just drop it.
Yeah.
There is such a person understand that, okay, we understand this, their nature to be like this. I see my husband and all of that. Yes. So let's take these things into consideration. And then there are still situations whereby if you do something the first time, also in building trust, if you do something the first time, somebody does not even give room for that again.
Yeah.
Like bridging of trust. The person is just in that marriage just for marriage sake. And no matter how you want to try and build that. This one now I'm being realistic.
Yeah.
I
They'll
understand.
just be there no matter what you do. And there are people that can say that, okay, you've done this the first time. It's fine. The trust, I can still try and trust you. The second time you did it again, well. But when it is the third time, it's no longer a mistake.
Of course,
And the
it's a
trust
choice.
Cannot be, you cannot build it again. So why men say that, and why some of your partner, either the male or the female, say that, yes, I did this and I'm trying to build trust. You're deceiving yourself. You did something the first time,
Yeah.
you did it the second time, and then the third time. No. Then such a person cannot build trust again from there. So let us take the gravity first of the offense.
True.
What really happened? Chatting with a person is different from me kissing.
True.
It's different from us making out and all of that.
Yeah.
You get two different things. All we know is that you cheated.
Now the cheating that's happened, this is the point. This is the real whole thing. Yeah, the gravity of the offense. Let's just put it clear. This person cheated on you, have sexual affairs with another person. Both of you separated one way or the other, and now we are back. All right? This is the context of the whole thing. So now we have first of all understand that this thing, like I said earlier in one of our sections, I said that once a woman cheats on you, I'm not talking about suspecting that she cheated.
Yes.
I'm talking about real life. You see, you catch the woman. Okay, this girl, this is my wife.
Yeah.
She actually sleep
Not
with another
alleged.
man. Not alleged. This is clear case. See,
Oh
a woman that loves that, a man that loves that woman, that marriage can never be the same, like you said.
Again.
Never. It's not about the trust. Both of us can separate.
Yes.
So if you happens to come back, it's because the man accepted that let's come back and work things out. So coming back is the first ground for building this trust.
trust.
Do you understand? It's the first
Agree.
ground. So the fact that both of you accept to come back to have a discussion, then the point are, what are the few steps, all right, to follow to achieve the thing? So that is why we are saying that at the end of the day, if actually trust will come back, it's a point of both of us. See, because you see, our heart, our mind attracts what we want to us. See, once you see your wife as a cheater, your wife will cheat again.
True.
Whether you like it or not. And the same thing with the man. Once you wake up every day, when you look at your husband on the bed, say this woman is a cheater, just like a man that beats you. If you call your man housewife beater, she will beat you again. But the day you started looking at him, and that's why he's beating and calling king. That's why when you say that lady was saying that, that's my king.
Like you can change
Believe me,
anything.
she's prophesying. And
What
that,
kind of prophecy that you're dying in silence?
no, it goes beyond that. You understand?
She like prophesied when she was single.
Once the abandon of your heart, the man speaketh. Once your heart begin to accept this person from the different viewpoints, seeing the person in a positive angle, believe me, it doesn't matter what that person, no matter the gravity of what the person has done to you. Before you know it, it will just wiped away.
True, sure.
The only thing is this: you see, men and women, their nature is different in terms of having all of this and building these reactions. Men dwell on their past to measure with their present, to be certain of their future. They dwell on their past, measure with their present, to be certain about their future. All right. Women, on the other part, they forget their past based on their present situation in fulfillment of their future or in pursuing their future. Bullets. That is why, no matter what you did to a woman yesterday, if you can only show her today that you're willing to change, that woman will give you a chance. If you can show clearly that you're a changed person and want to make it up for him, that if you want to make it up, you see that you're a changed person and really want to make it up for her, she will give you a chance because of what? She sees today that will prepare her for the future. Women literally live on promises.
Yes.
So that's just how it works.
All right, let me...
it shocked you, Abby.
Let me disagree, and then maybe we can find a way to both agree.
A common ground.
Let me disagree a little.
Okay.
See, we are talking about the agenda.
Yeah.
Why can't they point me?
We are talking about the women. They are very special people.
Yeah, I agree.
There is this axiom that says that now only them and devil no waiting then discuss that. Now it's not just happen me. Now only them two know the talk when they talk.
Sister will not blame
now they tell me say, and then you're telling me that this gender belts like this. See, they were built not to forget what happened in the past.
Why should we?
Especially if that thing was to their detriment, but they will use it against you.
Okay.
You get, for example, now, if you cheated, you are in a relationship, and then you cheated on your babe. Your babe can tell you, I'm forgiving you, babe. Let's move on with the relationship. Babe, are you sure? Come on, I'm forgiving you. You're sure? Yes. Everything goes on. And then 6 years later, something just happened. No? Even if you no cheat, something that makes her to reminisce.
That looks
you will know that she doesn't even have to reminisce. That thing is at the tip of her finger.
Of course.
She will tell you date and time you did that thing.
Are we not the ones?
That's why I'm saying that this gender is not that way. You're telling me the present for the future. No. They are not built like that.
I know that she has, and she agreed with what you were saying, but get my word.
Why should
I did not say they forget. I say they do not dwell on them.
They dwell.
Wait,
these people.
Let me tell you this. And this is the reason why.
Oh my God.
This is the reason why. See, as a man, you have a lot of work to do. All right, and this is why you have to first of all get to this level whereby your woman to fall in love for you, or they should love you for you. Okay. And you yourself, being the man, you must able to work on your woman whereby your woman will take your word for it.
For it, yes.
Okay? That is why, like for example, as I am now, if I cheat on my wife will not divorce me because I cheat on her. All right? She will divorce me because of my reaction after it.
Okay.
Or your reason for.
Or my reason for it.
Yes.
My reason is not necessarily because I can lie. All right, I can paint a very good lie that can make you consider, okay, but you see my reaction towards it. If I'm proud of it and say to her face and rub it on her face, even if she couldn't stay without me, she will build herself to stay without me. But if I'm able to make her see reason that this was a mistake and I'm willing to change, she will give me a chance.
Okay.
All right. I'm not saying that she's forgetting.
Yes.
I'm not saying that she's forgetting. But what I'm trying to tell you is that she won't dwell on, if the woman has loved me, for me, she won't dwell on that. That will not be the foundation on which she will build her future with me.
Okay. Now,
and if she able to do that, believe me, it won't hide.
Let's talk about PTS in this thing, in this situation. What do I mean by that? The post-trauma syndrome that comes with it.
Okay.
Is a very big problem.
Yeah.
It was still in this podcast, room 69, I said previously that a girl cheated on me.
Yeah.
My ex.
Yeah.
Cheated. You get? And then when I asked her, I said, babe, why did you cheat? She said she heard something.
The anger is still.
You get? No, don't say that anger. She said she heard. You get? She heard somewhere that I cheated. Now, sincerely speaking, I did not. I'm not going to because I did not. But okay, let's assume I actually did.
Yeah.
You get? No, it's not funny. This is very serious.
I'm listening.
Let us assume I actually did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which you did. Okay.
Let's assume I actually did, which I did not. Are you telling me that the reason why you cheated is because I cheat? Now, did you know what that has done to a lot of persons? The PTS I'm talking about, the post-trauma syndrome, simply means that because of what that girl did to me, if I am going and then I like Ese, there is a mentality I have that Ese, I'm already going into a relationship.
Thank you.
That this person can just cheat. So going into a relationship, these are some of the things that obstruct building a trust.
Yes.
This PTS.
Yes.
They obstruct it a lot. I'm already going into that relationship with a mentality.
And it pain you the way they demonstrate that.
No,
that is why I said
Ese is definitely
leave
going
Ese alone. I know they cheat.
Sorry, no. So in our quest to answering the question of how to build a trust, it should also be on how are we going to stop this PTSD, the post-trauma syndrome that people now carry to their next relationship.
It can't be stopped.
Okay.
It can't be, when we were talking about women and the way they remember stuff, of course, after all, in the families, in the homes, who remembers the birthday of the children? I don't day where man go they call my hello. Our first son, which day we them born? Which year we them? But I'm like, really? No be too often born. So women are, I will not use the word thoughtful, but like
that reservoirs.
Reservoir with
no,
that
but it's just that thing where like the mind of the woman is always very peculiar. So that thing that you look at and you say is nothing, to the woman is something.
That's true.
Yes, to the woman. So that's how you look that babe like that. Maybe to you, you're just admiring. But to the woman, in her mind, she has already seen you undress that lady and is on top of her. So for us, because we are trying to find a solution.
Very well.
The issue here is this. You were talking about curbing the PTS, the post-traumatic stress
syndrome.
What I just want to say is this. If you can try to avoid losing that trust from your partner, try as much as possible to avoid it. But whereby mistake is bound to happen.
Yes.
And then you make that mistake. See, try to give, you see, for women, they love reassurance.
Yeah.
Reassure
exactly
a woman and be honest about it. If you know that you can't do it, tell her you can't do it. I once had a guy who told me, he said, see, I love you. You will be the number one. You will be the queen and all. In short, as at then it was specific, he said, I wouldn't carry a girl in the front of, another woman in the front of my car out of respect for you. And he said, whether you follow me, whether you don't follow me, but I'm telling you what I'll do. But he said, but I cannot stop chasing after other women. And when he told me that,
men are sincere. Is it us?
Yeah, if I hear. And when he told me that, I looked at my two legs. I removed my slippers. I dusted it.
Why?
I said, I
don't like sincere men.
See, I weighed my options. And I knew that it was going to be a burden on me mentally.
Yeah.
I'm not a sharer. There are people who can say, yes. There are people who can accommodate. no be matter of thief. Now owner where I be.
Now you create them.
Now owner where I be. So there are people who can share.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
like let me share confidence and Mr. Barry. No, go today, come tomorrow. But the honest shit here is this. For me, I love to own, possess, not like obsessive, but it was that thing where I looked at the situation. I said, no, I can't handle this stress. It will torture me. So I left. But do you know that? I don't know if I meant to say this, but to be very honest, do you know that the next one I went to us at that moment
Yeah, maybe you are waiting at the
No,
top.
leave am.
was the
Finish
one
story.
that
Just watch.
when they used through backyard the cheese and
like
appeared as an angel. So when I tried talking, because me I like communication, I tried talking about it. I'm like, see, I don't like this thing you are doing. He
Oh, you
said,
catch
okay,
am?
I want to catch. You know what I be? That because I sit here with you, you don't know my rank. So, but it was nothing of like the moment I caught on that, I was like, dude. See, I'm very plain. I said, now what's make me run from the other angle? I can't come here and then I'm receiving. But you know, I started regretting. So I was like, Jonah won't tell me truth. I can't run, leave. I can't commit. But the honest truth here is this: if you can try to avoid it, just avoid, because see, this cheating of a thing, you're hurting the other person. And I don't think you come to tell someone that you love the person and then you deliberately, except to get something we don't possess you, you want to deliberately hurt that person. But since, like I said, we are talking about solution, reassure the woman and be honest about your reassurance. Try as much as possible to make your words. Men on sabi talk wetin una no go fit do.
Don't be our fault.
And it's wrong. Men will always tell you, honey, you are the only thing after the moon. You are this and you are that. I will never cheat on you. The next minute you see them sneaking and sending a girl I love you message. Wetin una want?
Now,
So what did we do there?
Now,
Eh,
I know they
that's
this is
cheating.
the point. This
I for me as
Don't
a
make
person,
it men dependent.
I'm a woman,
In as
so I'm
much,
talking
in as
about
much
the
as,
men
in
now.
as much as we want to fight, have that gender war.
No, we are not
reality
having.
is reality.
It's
all right?
sincerity.
Reality is reality.
Now men dey do am
are
pass.
programmed like that. Why women are programmed to see? We are givers. Women are receivers. Do you understand?
Givers of what?
We are givers of life.
Heart attack.
We are givers of life.
We give.
You,
Now,
one will
if
give
we
you.
give,
When you women are,
give.
you are incubators. Women are incubators.
But we cannot incubate nonsense.
Wait now,
So.
listen, no matter
So
what we
what do they
do,
put
what
inside
happened
our
is this.
knowledge carry?
What happened is this. If we want to talk about that, you
You're
incubate
finished.
nonsense. When nonsense comes, just that you will mature it and bring it out. So it will nonsense plus.
We'll
all right?
repel
So
it.
the person will suffer.
We'll repel
But
the
this, before
nonsense.
I go there, this is the point I was trying to make. In
Yeah.
as much as we can say this is not right, we condemn, taking advantage of somebody or whatever, but we both have nature. These two genders has nature. Okay? She was talking about reassurance, and that's the beginning. That's the beginning point. If you hurt your woman, what she needs from you. See, me and my wife, we are having a discussion recently, and I was like, babe, there are some things you know used to do again. She said, you too, there are so many things. I said, okay, what is that?
That's it, they be.
She said, there was a time that you were obsessed with me.
We
I said,
love it that
wait,
way.
I'm coming.
There was a time. I
I
said
said-
they can't forget.
I said,
Why
come,
should
wait,
we forget?
listen. I'm telling you something. And I was like, what is those things? I obsessed with you as in, how? What do you mean by it? He said that was the time you used to write a poem to me.
Shay.
You will sing song and send to me.
How
You
romantic.
will tell me you love me from morning, afternoon, evening. Now, when did you tell me you love me last? And all of that.
You don't own them now.
Reassurance. Okay? All these nonsense things. To us, I'm thinking of how to pay school fees. I'm thinking of how to... Yeah,
you talk of-
But you
somebody
need
is
to find
telling
a
me
space
that
in your heart.
this somebody is telling me that
Pampers.
I forgot that I'm supposed to. I said, do you know what it takes to write a poem? I have to take like
A complete
1
break.
hour to sit down and to calculate. I don't have that time again. For God's sake, I'm working on this and that. You have to understand. But what are we trying to say? Reassurance. And that was why I said that irrespective of what your past has been, irrespective of what you have done to your woman in the past, the only thing that can make her, because like I said, women are incubators. Incubators don't keep anything. They mature it and give it out. Okay? If you give
This serious.
money, the woman will mature that money and give it back to you. Everything that you give to a woman will mature. If you give woman a problem, it will mature the problem and give it back to you. Do you understand? So, no matter what have happened in the past, understand that her heart now is renewed every morning by what you say and what you do.
And what she sees.
And what she sees. So once you're able to live within the comfort of this truth and this principle, see, a woman would never, she can only remember, but she won't do it.
But just that when I know they agree to make use
people
of.
tend to make use of people's weakness. What do I mean by that?
Yeah.
Simply means that there are some persons that are easily forgiven. Like they forgive easily.
70 times 70.
You're getting, they forgive easily and they'll be like, babe, you said you won't do this again. And then look at you're doing it again. Oh, babe, this is the last time. I promise I won't. And then just because you ask the person, do you trust me? Babe, I always trust you. You say you not do it again, right? Yes. Okay, yes, I trust you. And their word is for you too.
Yeah.
That trust starts again for you because you've told them. Now, some persons capitalize on those kind of
softness,
people.
that
softness. And this hinders building trust.
Yeah.
True.
Which is not nice.
It's not nice. Once, and I will tell you as a lady, and that is why as a lady, the fact that you are submissive to the love of that guy, the fact that you're respecting him, the fact that you're willing to build a trust with him and giving him the second chance shouldn't make you a stupid person.
Yes,
all right?
That's true.
Because if you're stupid, what is by default, human being takes advantage by default. That's not the fault of anyone.
That one is true, yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
That is how we are built. That's how we are wired.
That's true.
Because everybody has desires.
Yes.
All right? So once you make your desire to begin to look like a weakness, somebody will exercise his own control on it. By default, it's like that.
Yes.
It takes this level of maturity, emotional maturity and psychological intelligence to get to that point whereby even if my wife is a soft person, has a humble spirit, I won't abuse her. So at the end of the day, this is what I'm trying to say. If you're a woman, please, you must grow to that level whereby you need to understand that you shouldn't be stupid in a relationship.
Mr. Bai, what I'm saying is that I think from little research and conversation I've had with people, I have actually come to the understanding that this post-trauma syndrome, that women tend to suffer it the most, or girls tend to suffer it the most, you get.
Yeah.
But it also affects guys too.
Yeah. Very
obviously.
They do.
So women, it affects guys too. So let's make this assumption. You are a girl. You're dating this guy, and then this guy cheated on you. I really want us to go into that, because that if you cannot be able to dissect this topic, then I don't think there's any way we can actually proffer solution to the problem of building trust and all of that.
Yeah.
Very important. So if these things happen, women are this thing is like a baggage.
Yeah, the carriage.
They carry this baggage into the next relationship.
Yeah.
Now that confirms and corroborate the fact that guys do what? Guys are natural cheaters. So because of that, when they going into the next relationship, in fact, that even affects them. Most time when they want to go into a relationship, I've seen a situation whereby, a girl tells me that all of you are the same. Do you know what it means? Any lady who makes that statement is a victim of experience.
Yeah.
Of course.
You guys are the same.
Do you know I'm laughing?
Do you mean by the same?
Why are you laughing?
You guys are the same.
Wait, there's something I thought you were saying is really resonating with this.
No, I'm laughing there. There's this saying, if snake don't bite you before, anything will look like rope, you go to fear am. So
what's that supposed to mean? So
why are you using me now? And that's the baggage you are talking about.
Yes.
See, it's a very serious.
It has even been passed down from our mothers. You know how your mother is going to tell you, say, be careful. In short, what even annoyed me was some weeks back, someone was telling me, a mother say, man, no put mind there. Now, so then they cheat. I looked at her and my mom like, my husband will not cheat. And then coming home to my own mother, not like she directly told me, because I didn't see my father cheating, honestly. But she didn't like, no, honestly, if they cheat, I go talk, I mean, they will flog me. Now, what they do? And people go, no. So, but it's that thing of, my mom too also gave me that stylish mentality. Say, no put your mind there, oh. Man go crush that your mind. Because, that you see this man, You know, she gave that picture, not direct, but, you know, painted something that looks like, you see, man, if they go out there, don't put your heart because they might end up disappointing you and cheating. So they passed the trauma.
Yes. Now, I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Thank God your mom said this indirectly. So it's like an information being passed. So you can know that this thing started like from time immemorial. Now you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, our audience she is, so she's taking.
I'm not
in a
denying
relationship.
that.
So what we want to ask you is, based on the information that was passed, please be very sincere so that people can also learn from you. Do you kind of carry this thing? Sometimes you think about it, your guy, you be like,
men, they shock person. So why not going to think? Have you ever seen somebody that goes to the socket without being scared of being shocked?
See,
because electricity passes through that socket, and any small mistake, it will shock. So as far as it's man and woman matter, for me, let me now be personal. At the back of my mind, my head, anything that gives the thought process, I have that fear of a man cheating. Why? Because one has told me to my face, say, I can't do without. Then the other one I was trusting, I saw, even if it's not bed on top, I saw another form of the cheating. So the trauma is there that I need to be alert. That even if I don't date any of them today and I go to another man, even if he tells me I am the only queen in his kingdom, in my mind I'll be like, Nimu.
Really?
To be very honest, I will be cautious. I will be alert. I won't relax and say I'm the only queen, because you learn through the experience of other people.
But you know, this thing have made you people lose a lot of good.
Now, let me.
I agree.
Which is okay. Now, let me say this. And I'm happy that she's a woman and she's she's bringing up this whole thing.
Yes.
You know, this whole thing goes down to what they call the subconscious mind. You know, it's a mind programming. Okay. See, this is the truth. Natural by default, men compare and contract. All right. So there's a nature man carries to cheat. That's why people use this natural word and say it's a nature of men to cheat.
See justification.
I am not. Listen, let's get something straight. If you want to deal with any issue, you must go to the root.
Okay.
If you want to, we are talking about trust, building trust here. Sure. You must go to the root. And the fact that the root you don't like the root, or they don't like how this whole thing comes about. Because if you don't like the words, then forget about it. You're not ready to solve that issue. I am not justifying men, and I will never justify cheating. That's big disclaimer. I will never justify cheating. But there is a nature of which these people roll on. Now, when a man steps into a relationship, there's always a time in a man's life where we say, anything cheating, I'm off from it. I'm going to be faithful to my wife. So that time, the problem of cheating is not with the man. The problem of cheating is with mind programming of the woman in his life.
Because we need to be alert.
Now, it becomes a very big problem, and that is what we are here to deal with, because you are not supposed to carry that mind. Do you understand? The Bible said, let me quote the Bible, it says, I have not given you the spirit of what? Of fear. But of what? Love and what?
Sound
mind. Let me come. What we are trying to do now, we are trying to provide solution. Because let me tell you something, the power of subconscious mind attract. Like I said earlier, if you see me, Barry, and as my wife, every day you're having this thought in your head that as he's going out now, as has gone to work now, there are possibility that he will cheat. My dear, your mind, because both of us
this one you're talking about is extra.
No, I'm going. That is how it all builds up. Because there are some men that have choose not to cheat.
Yes,
of course.
But do you know how they cheat? Do you know how cheating comes into their life? Their woman attracts cheating into their life, and this goes beyond, because it's electromagnetic. All right. Whenever Bible make it very clear that when I'm talking about husband and wife now, when both of you come together, become one. So when the mind of a man doesn't resonate with the mind of the woman in a certain way, if you are, because see, the mind of a man is controlled by the mind of the woman in his life. If a man loves a woman deeply, he has a soul tie, he has spiritual connection and body committed to that person. So once that man has grown to that level where I say, I'm no more cheating, life is about me, my family, and you being the woman, you are not able to work on your mind, your psychological intelligence to the level whereby it doesn't matter what has been programmed in your mind by your mother or by your past experience, and you begin to dwell on this thing, you will automatically attract cheating into your home. Because of what? There's some certain lifestyle you're going to live that before you know it, the man will begin to find. See, once you have a negative mindset about something, it will even prevent you from doing some certain good. It will even prevent you from even sacrifice for your man to an extent.
Mr. Barry, I'm not talking about the obsessed woman here. I'm not talking about the woman who suspects her husband at every move she makes. No,
it's a different thing. I'm not even also saying that. I'm not talking about the obsession of suspect.
Okay.
See,
but what I'm saying,
what I'm trying to say is that get my point.
I get what he's trying to say, but
get my point. Get my point. The point is this: you are not actually sitting down to deliberate or to, how do I call it?
Because most of them will lie.
It.
You can't sit and talk
now,
about
this is
that.
what happened. As I am now, I can decide to, like, I might have an ex. For example, and my ex will reach out to me. Guy, no, normally I will not call you. See, we had life there and whatever.
I don't have a problem.
And at the end of the day, I'm coming. And at the end of the day, I send her money to help her. I'm just painting a scenario.
Did you tell your wife?
No. And that's where I'm coming. That's where I'm coming to. On the normal day, because of the way my wife behaves, when they hear something, emotional intelligence, emotional maturity. These are the things. See, you can have some negative thoughts.
Yeah.
But the ability to handle it for it not to affect your life is a problem. Is an issue. Do you understand? As I am now, I know my wife must have cheated on me, for example. Any day that I made a intentional decision to still build the marriage with her, irrespective of the fact that I can remember that she once cheated on me, I will not dwell my mind on it. So that's just what I'm saying. So once you're able to overcome that level of allowing the thought, the programming to begin to be the center of attraction, begin to be the center of your thought system, you are okay.
No, Mr. Barry, there are some persons that are broken beyond repair.
Yeah.
What do I mean by this? They have entered into 2, 3, 4, 5 relationships. First relationship, babe, I won't cheat on you. They got cheated on. This person did not pay back by cheating. Second relationship, going with trust, babe, I won't cheat on you. They got cheated on. Third relationship, I'm still going with trust. I'm giving love a chance again. Babe, I won't cheat on you. And they get cheated on. Fourth relationship, such a person is damaged.
Yeah.
There is nothing you can tell to this. There is nothing you can tell about building trust. Now, what I'm asking the both of you, just by way of maybe trying to find a way to summarize, is if we have, because we have different personalities. Please, let's solve this problem. Of course. This person, this kind of a person is broken beyond repair.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying about the mind.
Yeah.
If this person goes into anything again, it's just for going sake.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Let me help this person. Let me help this person. If you're out there and you're passing through all of this, let me tell you something. This is where you're this common saying that how do I put it? The fact that an opportunity breaking off. I don't know. There's a way I'm trying to put the whole thing.
Yeah.
If you leave one relationship or the end of one relationship, it's not an opportunity for you to enter into another one.
To be healed.
A lot of people feel that, okay, I don't want, there are some people that they are scared to be alone. They can't be alone. All right. And what happens is that once you left one relationship because of cheating, I tell you, if you immediately enter into another one, that person will cheat on you again. You'll be a victim of again. You know why? Mind. See, you attract your kind. You attract your kind in the sense that once you step into a relationship and step into that relationship with fear of cheating, what you fear will come upon you. This is powerful. It goes beyond just it is deep. This is what I'm trying to say. Once you step, that's why you see, when Bible said that you have not given you the spirit of fear, but of sound mind, of love and sound mind, you must make sure that before you step into another relationship, You must get to that point. You must deal with yourself. First of all, take some time out to deal with yourself. I'm trying to provide a solution now for the person that's going through this kind of a thing. Because I tell you, whether I like it or not, if you leave one relationship today out of cheating and the next day you're into another one, that person will cheat on you. Nature will have his way. Best thing you have to do as a solution, once you fall out of this relationship, please take some time out and get healed. You must get healed to the point that as you're going into another relationship, though you might remember that somebody cheated on you, but you're going into that relationship, you're going to that new relationship with a fresh page.
Yes.
You have to be entirely different from who you were yesterday. Do you understand? I'm not saying you have to go there and become wicked, or become dormant, or become, this, how do I call it, this difficult or dramatic person. No, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You need to be yourself. You need to find your own happiness as a person. When you step into that relationship, go into that relationship with that positive lifestyle you come with. And believe me, if you get cheated in it again, still go back.
By adding to that, I also think for those who are also going through this, please communicate your experience.
Okay.
To your
that's
partner.
That's another good one.
Depends on the man, though.
Depends on the man. And that is why I said that.
Communicate your experience.
And just thank you that you said this.